Will Sebastian here. Don't forget to watch the whole way through if you're someone who is interested in finding a funding prop firm. Don't forget as well, I'm going to be live on Zoom in several hours and I'm going to teach my whole academy how to trade for income like I do. I woke up, took gains, and I'll continue to call those trades throughout the day. So underneath the video, you can find that. So let's go for it then. City Traders Imperium. Now, reasonable reputation off the bat. You can see on their Trustpilot, very, very low amount of reviews on the negative side. Normally you get some idiot who posts 1 or 2 or 3, but you don't have an enormous percent there. 87% 5-star. So straight off the bat, good reputation. Established 2018, that's the second thing normally I look for. How long have they been around? What's their reputation like? Normally firms who have existed for longer periods have had time to prove themselves. I would say, we're halfway through 2024, so 6 years is a good amount of time for that to begin to occur. 21k funded traders. You can see how much money they're funding overall, and then we're going to talk shortly about these sort of steps and programs, which are quite good. But I just wanted to verify that they seem quite legitimate. They're not scamming people. You've got all these reviews and all sorts to lots of detail on the site, and quite a neat site as well. And it tells you more information about, all these different parts. Mostly balance-based drawdown is ideal. They don't throw any silly rules in, and there's salary potential, all sorts of things like that. Communities there as well. Underneath, you can see about their company, where it is in the UAE. Okay, and then their disclaimer and everything like that. Okay. So it's not a financial institution or a broker or anything like that. So that's good to see. And mostly I would say the service provider wants to write as professional skill assessment services. That's really important, okay, because that's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for people who can get the job done. So we're looking at the no evaluation today, not the 2-in-1 step, but you can read about those some other time. They're quite standard compared to everywhere else. No evaluation is instant funding, essentially. If you look at the lower end, $10,000, you can see how their structure works. And as they said at the bottom, they're mostly looking to evaluate traders, whether they're competent or not, essentially. Remember, we will teach you how to pass these challenges and how to keep the money and not get kicked out by learning from us on Zoom underneath. The max absolute drawdown is 6%. Which is the same as the fee you pay. So you can see what they're doing. They're just covering their risk. They want to know how you'll go, and they'll be able to assess that, and it's risk-free for them. They're not going to lose money if you lose $600 because you paid $600 anyway. Okay, so if at any point you lose $600, they'll shut the account, take your money and say, okay, well, that trader wasn't very good, or they couldn't stick in the parameters, but hey-ho, we didn't lose anything. Then, of course, if you start to make money, they'll double your funding. Now, you'll notice the profit share is 100%. So it's likely that what they're doing is they're looking to fish out traders who've got the record, and they can perhaps copy their, what they're doing. And they won't copy that manually. They'll probably do it by a computer that looks at what they're trading and then just shoots over the orders at the exact same time every single time. So they'll give you 100% what you're making, but of course, if you're profitable and you've proven it, then they will start making off of you, because otherwise there's no point. What is the point in funding you and giving you all the money away? There isn't one, basically. They would lose money doing that, obviously. So that's the allure. That's what's good about them. They'll give you that money, 100% of the profit, and they'll double the money that you can trade with as well, which provides more incentive for you to work harder or be more accurate, which is really good. That's why it's called exponential. 10% profit target, scale up to $2 million. You can start on any level up to 80,000, but obviously it's going to cost you more. And again, of course, they're going to cover their risk entirely. So if you fluff it up, it's not going to matter, particularly to them. You will just be another trader who's lost money. If you do make money for a considerable period, you've shown you can manage risk, and you make 10%, probably not in 1 or 2 trades. They might evaluate you and say, okay, well, this person knows what they're doing, or they don't. They wouldn't want a trader who's bouncing around, putting massive orders in, big swings in profit and loss, big swings in drawdown, left, right, and center. They want traders who trade like us, who take a diverse portfolio and just slowly make increments to creep up to profit target overall, and go from there. That's what all firms are looking for. Any firm which wants to fund someone or fund a trader is going to have to be someone who is reliable. And you should really read into their T&Cs and everything like that as well, because it will tell you a lot more, presumably. Bunch of testimonials there. I mean, you can make these up, really. It's debatable whether they're real or not. It doesn't particularly matter at this point, because you can see their address, where they are. Dubai Silicon Valley, Silicon Oasis, sorry. Similar to Silicon Valley. It's perhaps why I got confused. Refund policy, you can read all their policies, you can contact them. They're quite open, which is really good. And the monthly salary as well, again, it's going to provide incentive for you to trade more. They'll make money out of your trading behind the scenes. So as long as you're okay with that, and I assume you probably are, if they're going to fund you, then you'll be fine with it. So City Traders Imperium, quite a good structure there, and it's really good how you can get 100% of the profit share. That's very ideal. If it was much less, of course, again, it provides less incentive. But they're looking to make money in a particular way here. So I would say they're a reasonable place. Your facts as well, I would just check these out if you need to. It tells you all about, this is just complete rubbish, though. I mean, that sentence, you might need a stop loss, but you can obviously move it around and ship and shape. But it's not true that they tend not to survive. That's just it's opinionated, isn't it? But anyhow, some good rules here and things like that, and you can read all about different parts and everything. Okay, and like I said, they're quite open on their contacts, so it's easy to get to them. There you go. So I hope that helps, guys. As always, we can teach you if you choose to learn. We've got a very high rating. Go underneath the video and come in our Zoom room every single day for a couple of hours and watch all our video training, and you can step up your skills.